Hey Games Masters, my name's Snow, and today we'll be talking through a list of quests that could be added to a town's notice board for your players to investigate. Now instead of just the idea, we're going to flesh these out so they could easily be added into your campaign. Remember, players will come up with a multitude of different solutions to these, some that you can never even anticipate. But that's what makes roleplay so fun. So let's roll right into it. Number 1. Archaeological Dig. A notice requires strong, hard-working adventurers to help uncover the past. There's an archaeological dig where people are needed to help dig up a ruin. Any rewards from treasure found will be spread among the diggers and the landowner. The archaeologist is trying to map out ancient battlefields and find old relics lost to time. Players could meet at a local tavern and then travel along with the other diggers to the site. You could have other encounters on the way, as it will be quite far from civilization. Once the players get there, they can begin digging. You could have them find things like old swords, shields, or even coat clasps. Maybe they could find a body wrapped in royal or magical clothing, and that's why it's still in excellent condition. Perhaps this regalia indicates the person of high importance who fought and perished in this battle. Aconite says if he was running this encounter, he would have a number of rolls per player per day for digging, up to 3. Anything over a 15 would indicate a find. Since all finds are split between the party, it won't matter too much if someone doesn't actually make a find, because I'm sure there'll be someone out there who gets lucky, and then everything will be split equally. Aconite also said he would have one of the other diggers try to pocket something without anyone knowing. Will the players be perceptive enough to spot this? Perhaps all the digging will lead to a tunnel that will lead to an ancient burial site. This might lead to a dungeon, maybe undead, and even more loot to find. Number 2. Entertainers. An advert is requesting entertainers for an evening at the tavern. It seems the local tavern entertainers have fled town. There's an event planned with important nobles and dignitaries, those who could have travelled from larger cities, who hold a lot of power and sway over many things. This could include money being put in for repairs in the local town. It's up to the players how they're going to entertain the dignitaries for the evening. Will they sing, perform circus tricks, maybe even dagger throwing, or they could invite people for an arm wrestling competition. If it goes well, they might leave a large tip for the tavern that the players will get a share in. They might get good rep from the tavern owner and may receive discounts in future for drinks or even rooms for the night. Or maybe they gain contact with the troupe of the dignitary in the larger city, leading to more encounters or events later down the line. If their entertaining doesn't go as well as planned, maybe they'll be remembered for a different reason. But then they can try and work to change that opinion of them. Number 3. Bodyguard. A local merchant requires bodyguards for the night. He's received a threat that hitman have been sent to kill him. The pay is promising, and the merchant thinks he knows when the hitman will strike. He thinks the road on the way to his next destination will be the perfect opportunity to form an attack. The players will be given some time to be able to prepare before they leave. They may want to set up a defence, maybe traps around the carriage, or especially when they stop to camp. If they do put in this effort, make sure it has a good chance for it to work. When the hitmen turn up, it turns out that they're also hired mercenaries. They have orders to capture and question the noble in regards to ties to local criminal activities. What will the players do? Will they continue to defend the noble and fight off the mercenaries? Or will they change sides and give the noble up? If the players fight off the mercenary, the noble will reward the players and even offer them a contact on the black market. If the party give up the noble, then other nobles in town may not trust the party anymore, but they will receive good reputation with the officials and guards in the local area. This might come in handy in the future, and it may also have a small monetary award as well. Number 4. Herbs and spices. A local apothecary called Fortune's Pestle always requires a large amount of ingredients. It's known to house a variety of potions, yet the owner is always after acquiring new, rarer ingredients. If players investigate, they'll be given a list of normal ingredients that can be gathered quite easily. There'll be a small reward for this. There is also a list of rarer ingredients that have challenges and dangers to overcome to acquire them. There's a much bigger reward for these. The players would need to venture out to different parts to gather these. 3 examples you could use are the poisonous secretion from the doo-wopper frog in the area of Whopper Doo. Again, I really shouldn't be in charge of naming things. Will the players fight and kill the frogs, or will they come up with different ways of extracting the secretion? A rare mushroom with a hallucinogenic fog. It'll be interesting to see how the players acquire these. Will they just pick these up and need to succeed a saving throw in order to shake off the hallucination? Or will they succumb to strange, vivid dreams? Maybe a dog appears that they really want to pet. Onlookers think it's strange why Jeff's intently petting that log. Will they use magic so they don't have to breathe in the gas? Or use unseen servant to collect them on their behalf? The digestive glands of the Venus flytrap. If the players didn't already ask the alchemist, then a nature check might help them identify where these glands are on the Venus flytrap itself. If they fail, they could just take the whole thing. The warning with the Venus flytrap: the players will need to be very delicate. If the trigger hairs are disturbed, then the lobes will close shut and entrap anything or anyone inside. If that happens, it will be a race against time to get anyone out of there before the inside is filled up with digestive acidic enzymes, causing damage each round as well. That's just 3 examples of ingredients that you could use. This could also be an ongoing encounter where players can go and gather herbs and materials to bring back. They might get discounts on potions, or it could just be a way to make coin. Number 5. Just keep swimming. A notice is placed on the board with limited details, seeking strong swimmers with high discretion in order to retrieve an item. Anyone interested should speak to the tavern owner. If the party inquire, then the tavern owner will point them in the direction of a room just off of the bar area. Inside is a hooded figure. The party would be required to go to a sunken shipwreck at a secret location and bring back a small silver chest. There are 2 caveats. 1. The chest must not be opened under any circumstance. 2. They cannot tell anyone where they've gone or where they've been or what they have done. They might even need to take a truth-telling potion on their return to prove it. The first item to consider is how the players will breathe underwater. There are potions that could help in this. Some magic users might have spells that will be able to assist as well. The shipwreck could be surrounded by monsters such as sharks, octopi, or even water elementals. If your party's at a high level, they could even have a young kraken or even a leviathan. Will the players be able to sneak past, or will they engage in battle? The shipwreck might have other treasures that the party could pick up. Technically it's not part of their agreement, so it could be theirs. You could include magic items in this, or elements that could be found in a normal shipwreck. Now, will the players open the silver chest, or will they keep it shut and return it? It's up to you what you put in the chest, especially if the players do actually open this up. You've got to think of their level. You don't want the Hand of Vecna being given to a level 3 party member. Do you? You could have magic items like the Wand of Healing or a Ring of Water Breathing. Or it could be something more important like a Scroll of Wish. If they do hand it over, you could have something much more powerful in there that might come back a bit later in the campaign to deal with. This could tie in nicely with a big baddie that it turns out the players helped once. Ooh, foreshadowing encounter. Number 6. Here boy. A colourful notice is put up about a lost dog. The reward is a hug and Jimmy's very own toy. It's clear that this is a child's plea for help. Will the players get involved and help assist? Will they be able to find Max the dog? And will Max be what they anticipated? Could be a tiny little Chihuahua dog or a great English Mastiff. Max could be lost in the woods and the players need to go and catch him. Will they leave food out to try and entice him? Will that also lure in other monsters to them? Or could he have been taken by someone in town who just thought he was a stray? It'll be up to the player party to convince the new owner that Max already has an owner. Or will they just steal the dog back? Hopefully they don't get caught. If Max is returned, he'll dig up a little gift for the players to show his thanks. It's nice to see their little spark of animal intelligence there that we love to see in our fantasy games. Number 7. A favour for a friend. A notice requests brave warriors to go and deal with a group of bandits and bring back a fallen comrade. If players accept this quest, they'll go and speak to a wounded hunter. He took an arrow to the knee and can't continue his quest. His partner and him had tracked these infamous bandits to an area in the woods. As they began their stalk up to the camp, they were ambushed. The hunter and his friend dealt with many bandits. Unfortunately, the friend perished and the hunter was injured and had to flee. He doesn't know how many are left. He needs the players to go and take care of the rest of the bandits and bring his friend's body back for burial. The friend has a ring with his family's signet on. This is really valuable and needs to be returned to the family. This one encounter can turn into a multi-stage adventure. Stage 1. Go and deal with the bandits. Will the players charge in and be ambushed themselves? Or will they try and think and outsmart the bandits and lay traps for them instead? Secondly, if they're able to dispatch the bandits, they then need to find the comrade and his ring. Does he still have his ring, or has one of the bandits taken it? They can search the bodies and maybe find weapons and coins that they can keep. Thirdly, they'll need to take the body and ring back to the hunter. Will the hunter try and hire them to actually take it back to the family home instead? If they accept, they may gain favour with the hunter. They may find more adventure when they get to the family home. Was it just random bandits? Or could it have been an attack on the family themselves? They could arrive to stop more bandits trying to attack the family home. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button and make sure you hit the subscribe button so you know when our next video goes live. If you're feeling really fruity, you can support us on Patreon. All the details are below, and we really appreciate all of your support. So until next time, take care of yourself and may your dice rolls ever be in your favour. The players will be given some time to prepare. The archaeologist. There is also a list of rarer ingredients. Or will they try and come up with another solution in how to extract the excretion? Excretion? Oh my god. We don't want frog poop. Will they just pick these up and need to succeed a saving throw in order to shake off the hallucination? The alchemist might offer discounts on potions if they have a good relationship. You may even want a baby kraken or a leviathan.